Hi. Good evening, everybody. The lighting is really bad. Is this any better? What do you think, Boots? What do you think? If you're new here, my name is Sam, and I just started reading this year, and I started my booktube channel this year. So, well, actually, I started reading like a year ago, and then I started my booktube channel like in October. It's okay, we don't have to get into details. Anyway, this video is my first time doing, this video ends when I find a 5-star read. Hi, Editing Sam here. I decided to switch things up a little bit with this challenge, so this video will now be This Video Ends When I Find a 5-Star Read Romance Edition. I thought it'd be cool to put a little twist on this video, and with that, I will be in fact doing fantasy genre, thriller, you get the drill. Anyways, back to the video. And I actually did already start on my first book, and that is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. So this book is about a girl named Anastasia, and she wants to be a professional ice skater. She wants to be in the Olympics. And then we have this guy named Nathan Hawkins, and he is in college they're both in college, by the way, and he's in college. He wants to be a professional hockey player, and basically these two characters meet because the hockey players and the ice skaters have to share an ice rink, and they kind of have to work together to make the time and stuff and scheduling so they don't like run into each other. So that's how these two characters meet each other. And as of right now, I'm very close to being done. Like, I don't have much. I could probably finish this tonight. And I know that this book isn't my 5-star. It's probably really close though. Like, this book is it's very good, very cute, a lot of spice. It's almost too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy spice here and there, but like, it makes it less satisfying when it happens too much. Does that make sense? That might not make sense to you. Yeah, this book is really good so far. A lot of stuff has happened, and I will try to keep this video spoiler free. I wanted to read this book back in January, but I just didn't get the chance to. So I think right now is a decent time too, because it is still a romance. This book is kind of like a series. It's called the Maple Hills series. So there's 2 more books in this series. It's called Wildfire and then Daydream. Daydream comes out June 4th, I think. And then Wildfire I actually already own, but I'm saving that one to read until the summertime, because that's when it takes place. And the cool thing about this book is that we kind of get a sneak peek into the characters of the next couple of books. So I think Wildfire is about Russ, which is part of Nate's group, and then the other one, Daydream, is about Henry. I really am excited for Henry's book because he is very interesting. Henry is Nate's friend, and like Anastasia, the main girl here, she loves Henry because he just knows exactly what to say, and he has like a lot of girls that like him and stuff. So I'm really excited to learn more about his character in particular. And Russ just seems like a cinnamon roll, it seems like. At least that's the vibe I kind of got from him. But anyway, since I didn't get to vlog myself reading this book that much, there was a few parts in this book that I was kind of shook about, specifically when someone fell. I was expecting that to happen. It's okay if you haven't read the book, then you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to keep this very vague for the spoiler-free people here. My first impressions of this book, I really am enjoying Hannah Grace's writing. It's very easy to follow, and I love the group of guys. The guys are so funny. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It is very long. This book is like 430 pages long. I think that is a little bit too long for a romance book, but like I said, I'm really enjoying this book so far, but it's not really giving me the 5-star feeling, so I know that I'm gonna continue on. I do have a few books in my lineup. If you've already seen my February TBR video, you know what books I'm going to be reading, but if you don't, then we're going to keep that a surprise. But anyway, I'm going to read this book. I'm probably going to go ahead and try to finish it right now, and I will tell you my thoughts at the very end. Wow. Oh my god. Freaking Aaron. Oh my god, they're skating to Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. Wow, that's an old song. Kiss me down by the bearded barley.
I heard that you walked out again. I heard that you...
Oh my god. Bro. I knew it. What the heck? Why is he acting like... I love how everyone is like so supportive of Anastasia. It's like, it's just really cute how her friend, like her best friend Lola, is immediately like, all right, what are we doing? Like what are we doing? I'm doing this for you. Like, it's time. Like, let's go, let's leave. I just love that. It's very sweet.
We can die.
Henry. I want to read Henry's book so bad. I don't even care about Russ. I want to read Henry's book. I am so curious about him. Ugh, this guy's eating a bagel and it's making me want a bagel.
Like rain falling soft from the sky, I'll tend to your knees.
Wait.
We can live here. We can...
Okay, I was not expecting that. Whoa. Wow, okay. Interesting.
live here. We can die.
Aww. The end. I'm excited for Wildfire and Daydream now. I really enjoyed this book. It was very cute at the end. I wonder, is this people's favorite book from the Maple Hills series? It was a very cute ending. I really enjoyed it. I was like surprised at the 2 years later thing. That was very interesting, but it was a happy ending. Wow. Okay, I don't know when I last updated you guys, but I actually finished Icebreaker. So that's my first book out of the way. It was not a 5-star. I don't really know what I would rate it. I mean, I need to think about it. It was good. It was almost like a little too much spice for no reason. Like, don't get me wrong, I love spice, but like, you know, it's like some of it was like unnecessary to me to have to read it again, if that makes sense. So anyway, I did go ahead and start The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. So I was gonna read The Love Wager, but it wasn't on Spotify Premium for like audiobooks or whatever, and I had like a couple hours left, and I want to go ahead and like I wanted to finish the hours I had. And actually, I'm a bit there goes my bookmark. I'm a bit halfway through this book, as you can see. Like, well, actually, I should just keep. So I'm like halfway. I think I'm enjoying this book more than Icebreaker. I don't know why. I mean, Icebreaker was good, but this book kind of got me like, you know, giggling, laughing. The characters are funny. Like, it's cute so far. So this book is about a girl named Emily, and she is so excited for Valentine's Day because she actually has a boyfriend to spend Valentine's Day with. They've been dating for like 3 months now, and she's been like super pumped about being able to give her boyfriend Josh gifts for Valentine's Day. And she gets to school, and basically what she finds out is that Josh was like cheating on her, and then she basically just has the worst Valentine's Day ever. And then she goes to her grandma's and they talk about it, and something happens when she wakes up the next morning. She realizes it's Valentine's Day all over again. So she basically has to relive the same day over and over again. She doesn't know why, but she basically keeps seeing Josh kind of cheating on her and things like that. So, but she runs into this guy named Nick Stark, and every morning she is repeating the same day, which means she is constantly running into Nick, and she doesn't know why. Like, she is like, seriously, she's trying to avoid him, but he just keeps coming up in her repeating day. So yeah, I like how they like banter. It's cute. I love that. And yeah, basically I'm going to sit and read the rest of this book. So I kind of went into this knowing it wasn't going to be a 5 stars, and let me explain why it probably won't be a 5 stars. This book is like centered around Valentine's Day. I feel like that's kind of why I wouldn't want to give it a 5 star. Kind of like, you know, when you read a Christmas book, it's kind of like you only want to read it around Christmas. I probably don't make sense at all, but that's just kind of my feelings on it. but it's really good. I guarantee that if I read better than the movies right now, it'd probably be a 5-star read. So I'm sure in the future I'll very much enjoy Better Than the Movies by her. I haven't read that yet, but I definitely plan to in some upcoming videos. But anyway, I made myself a giant coffee. This has like 3 shots of espresso in it. Big, this is bigger than my head. I got home from work a bit ago. I made this coffee, I ate some breakfast at 1 p.m. and I am going to sit and read this book. And I really want to try and get it finished up today so we can start a new book. I don't know what next book I would pick, but I'd have to take a look. But anyway, this is the book I'm going to be trying to finish, and yeah, that's it. What the heck? She's crazy. Why would she say that?
It takes a man, it takes a mile, it takes a minute. Say it again, I'm laying it on the table. No label, I got this right. I'm alive, walking on water.
What has she done? I don't get how people like said there was too much of the repetitiveness of the do-over, the Groundhog Day, whatever. I feel like it was fine. I am so close to being done, so I'm gonna finish up this book and I will let you guys know what I thought about it. It probably won't take me that long to finish this. I'm really enjoying it. I'm pretty much flying through it, so. Sorry if you can hear my TV. My cat is watching Animal Planet. I finally finished The Do-Over by Lynn Painter, and it didn't take me super long to finish it, but I had like a horrible headache after I got done reading it. It's not because of like the book or anything like that, but I think I just was reading for so long. This was a really cute book. I feel like the ending kind of like was really quick. Like they had like the conflict or whatever that always happens in books like this. They had the conflict and then I only had like a few pages left, it seemed like, and I was like, oh, okay. But overall, this book was super cute. I was a bit surprised though, because a lot of people sounded like that this book, like, cause you know, it's the whole Groundhog Day trope and people are saying, oh, like they go back way too much. I feel like it could have went back like 1 or 2 more times and I would have been fine with it. I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't really that much as much as people like said it was, you know? But this was a really cute read. It's not 5 stars, but honestly, like, I don't know. I need to think on it, but it's not 5 stars. And I know it's not a 5 stars because you know it's a 5 stars when you read a 5-star book. So, Icebreaker was not a 5-star. The Do-Over was not a 5-star. So now we are on our 3rd book. And I need to figure out what book I want to read. So I'm gonna move us. Oh my gosh, my bed. Okay, it's fine. But here's Boots. Here he is. Man of the hour. Before I choose my next read, actually, I'm gonna show you guys like a random book haul that I did the other day. I went to Target. They were doing this buy one, get one 50% off, and I got 4 books. So I got a few different reads and I'm really excited about this one. I got 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. I have not read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder yet, surprisingly, but I got this because I heard this was just really, really good. So I'm excited to read that in the upcoming months. I don't know when I'll read it though. And then after that, wait, I'm missing one. Oh, it was right here. I was like so confused. Okay, and the next book I got was Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I read The Love Hypothesis by her and I really, really enjoyed this. I have heard mixed things about Love on the Brain, but I figured since it wasn't on Kindle Unlimited or it wasn't on Kindle Unlimited, so because I kind of have this thing where if a book I want to read is on Kindle Unlimited, I will not buy the physical copy. I will just read it on Kindle. But if it's, you know, not on Kindle Unlimited, I'll buy the physical copy because I like doing both. I like reading on my Kindle and physical books. They just both have their pros and their cons. Anyways, the next two books I got are by the same author. I got Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I got Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have not read an Emily Henry book yet. I know, surprising. I do have People We Meet on Vacation, but I'm gonna read that in a different video that I'm gonna film in the future, maybe in March. But I'm definitely gonna be, I think I might be going to the beach at the end of April. So I'm definitely gonna bring this book with me because I feel like I just have to, right? Because it's literally called Beach Read. But I'm excited to get into these books eventually. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is choose my next read. So I have a few options. I've got Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. That's a decent option for this month. I've got Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. And The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. And then I have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I'm going to choose between Love on the Brain and The Love Wager. Boots, which one? Boots, help me. Should I read this book or should I read this book? Bootsy, this book or this book? Which one? Which one? This book or this book? This book or this book? Oh, he chose Love Wager. He chose The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. You saw him do it. So we're gonna do it. The Do-Over is by Lynn Painter. I just realized this is also by Lynn Painter. So that's good. I know I might love this. So this book is about two people that make a wager on who can find love first, not realizing what they should be betting on is each other. So basically there's a girl named Hallie. She's turning over a new leaf. She is like trying to leave this apartment that she like stayed over at this dude's house, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna change up my life, I'm gonna get a new apartment, a new haircut, things like that. And she logs into a dating app where she's gonna find her new true love, hopefully. There she matches with Jack Marshall, and that's the guy's room that she snuck out of. So after agreeing they're absolutely not interested in each other, Jack and Haley realize that they're each other's perfect winged person, and their searches for the one. Discouraged by the lack of prospects, Jack and Hallie make a wager to see who can find love first, but when they agree to be fake dates for a weekend wedding, all bets are off. As they pretend to be a couple, lines become blurred and each struggles to remember why the other was a bad idea to begin with. So this sounds really cute, fake dating. I love fake dating so much. So I can't wait to get into this. And since Boots chose this book, it's probably gonna be really good. So anyway, I'm gonna eat dinner and get ready for bed and basically just start this book. So
Watch out, this small world is closing in, no doubt. You've been in some nasty pain, but I'll shout right until you really hear. No way, I will let you dig your hole. I'll stay, tickling your bored out soul, and we'll play.
So I just finished the first chapter of this book, and you really get thrown right in. I was a bit confused. That's how like thrown in we got. So basically the story opens up with our main character Hallie. She is a bartender for this wedding that's going on, and I guess this guy Jack, he is the best man. So basically what's going on is that she's just working, she's doing her thing. She sees Jack and she remembers him because I guess she was helping him pick out engagement rings. Jack's girlfriend, Vanessa, comes up and she gets really like mad at him because she's like, who are you talking to? And she just gets weirdly jealous, and it ends with Hallie getting a drink thrown on her by Vanessa. After that, Hallie leaves and then Jack like drags Vanessa off. So then we learn later that Jack actually dumps Vanessa. This isn't a spoiler, it's literally the first chapter. Jack dumps Vanessa. Jack pulls Hallie away from bartending and he's like, hey, we need a bartender in the back. And Hallie's like, okay, whatever. Jack brings her to this secluded kitchen area and he's like, actually, like, I just want to like drink with you because I guess he just wants to like get drunk. And then Hallie's like, okay. So they both end up getting like drunk, and now I see on chapter 2, this is where we're getting into like kind of what the plot is on the back. It seems like she's waking up in his apartment or his house or whatever. So this book is dual POV because we got Jack down here, and then obviously Hallie was the beginning of chapter 1. So I'm wondering how different this book is going to be from Lynn Painter's young adult, because I don't think this is young adult. Is this young adult? So far this book is pretty good. The opening was a little bit confusing because of how like thrown in we actually got. I was just like, wait, what's going on? I absolutely love the cover. I think it's so cute and so fun.
I know we could be a splash of paint in a world that's otherwise so gray. Take me by my arms and say it's the first to color things this way.
Please ignore the state of abomination that is my room, okay? I blame... My room is just gonna keep looking a mess until I move, okay? I'm hopefully gonna be moving in April. So I started the Love Wager last night, and I was pretty tired, so I didn't really get like super far into it. I got to like chapter 2, and then I actually read to chapter like 5, I think. I was gonna sit outside and read for a bit because it was such a nice day earlier, but then this happened. It got really dark. Okay, I moved because the lighting is much better over here. Anyway, so far, I don't really have a 5-star feeling, just because in the beginning, like, I felt very, like, thrown in. Like, I didn't really, I guess it was just almost, like, confusing. Maybe it wasn't that confusing. Maybe I was just tired. I have no idea. But, I mean, so far, it's decent. It's okay. But like I said, I'm only on chapter 5. Do you guys know why it's like this? Like, why is it sectioned like that? Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading this book, and if anything crazy happens, I'll update you guys. But other than that, I'll try to, this book has like almost 300 pages, so I'll try to update you guys when I get to kind of the midway point, let you guys know how I'm feeling. So I will talk to you later.
I know we could be a splash of paint in a world that's otherwise so gray. Take me by my arms and say it's the first to color things this way. And you.
Oh, I got to page 48, and they are officially, like, Jack officially said, want to make a wager? So I guess this is like the beginning of their actual love wager scenario they got going on. So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen. But I will say, so far, I think I like Lynn Painter's young adult better. But like I said, I'm only on page 48, but I just felt more like in the do-over. I felt more into it by then, at that point. You know what I mean? So I just read a bit more of The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I think I'm officially halfway through, basically. I have like, on page 155. At this moment in time, I don't really love it. Because there was a part in here where, so obviously the premise is that these two are going on like dates, and they have like a wager to see who can find love first or whatever, right? That's like the whole like point of the book. And Jack, the guy, I understand that obviously you know that, oh, they fall for each other at the end and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, they might fall for each other at the end, whatever. That's like the whole like thing. Like, oh, we can't fall for each other, but we're gonna kind of thing, right? And obviously they grow feelings for each other, I assume, right? But this guy, Jack Marshall, he's kind of rubbing me the wrong way because he is falling too quick and becoming a little possessive. And I don't really like that because he literally he messed up something for her because of something he said. I tried to be very vague. I know that this isn't gonna be a 5-star. It maybe, I mean, at this moment, if I had to rate it right now, it'd be a 3. But I'm still gonna continue to read this book. I'm just kind of surprised. I thought I would like it a little bit more than I am right now. But yeah, I'm kind of shocked, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for bed and stuff like that. I have to pack because I'm going to my boyfriend's this weekend. We're gonna work on the house, and I might have time to pick this up. I'm gonna read it a little bit more before bed. I would really like to get to page 200, but we'll see. That's like 50 pages. I can read that in maybe like 45 minutes or something. I think I read a page a minute. That doesn't matter. You didn't ask for this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a couple days since I've recorded and read, but obviously for you, it's been 2 seconds. I am on chapter 28, page 259. I am almost done. Like, I have this much left. So, since it's actually a really nice day today, I'm gonna go outside and read for a little bit and get some nice outside shots because I've been in my room reading and like it's been dark every time I've picked up the phone to record. So we'll have a better angle and better visuals because it gets pretty boring when it's just the same thing over and over and over. At least I feel like it is. Maybe it's not for you, but it is for me.
We could be a special, special play. Could be a special play. Could be. We could be a special. Could be. Us could be. We could be a special play. Could be a special. I know we could be. I know we could be a special paint in a world that's otherwise so gray. Take me by my arms and say it's the first to color things this way. And you are typing the words down there, then take your next spaces. We could be a special paint.
The end. Do you ever like take a minute to just digest a book, even though like it was a happy ending and all, but do you ever take like a minute to just stare and think? So I was outside for like not that long, like 20-30 minutes. It didn't take me that long to finish The Love Wager. I think I only had like 30 pages left or something like that. I'm not really sure. Finished this book. It was very cute. The ending was cute. Like I said before, it is not a 5-star read. I think this book is cute though. I think I definitely enjoy Lynn Painter's YA books so far. For example, I really enjoyed The Do-Over by her. And I'm excited to read Better Than the Movies by her because I've heard that that book is like one of her best ones. Now I am going to be choosing a different book to read for our search for the 5-star read. Okay, before I start reading my next book, I forgot to say that I actually finished another book in between The Love Wager and my next book that I'm going to be reading. And that was Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I didn't film anything for this book because I listened to it all while I was working. So I bought this book for no reason. Since I forgot to film my reaction to this book, I'm going to recreate my reactions right now. Wow. Not on the desk. I had a feeling about that guy. I had a feeling about him. I knew it. How did she not know it was him? How did she not know? Like, it's all right there. Kaylee in this book reminds me so much of myself. Like, she drops something and she goes, oopsie. And then she says like things like, oh lordy. And then also she likes those lollipops with like the gum in the center. And all I have to say about that is, same. I really love these. I truly can't believe that it was about to go that far. That's crazy. The hospital. The ending was so cute. This ending of this book was so cute. I'm surprised that people didn't say they didn't like it that much. Like, honestly, like, I really enjoyed this book, and I will say it was really close to a 5-star. It really, really was. And I would have been so mad because I didn't film anything for this one. But honestly, this was like so close. I can't really pinpoint what it was about it that I didn't like. I mean, yeah, of course there was a lot of sciencey talk, but I don't really mind that because I don't know. It was an entertaining and fun read to listen to, and I really did enjoy it, but it just wasn't the 5-star for me. It's definitely a 4.5 around there or something, but I'm gonna have to like think about it. But this book was so good. I have to read this book too, so I am gonna include it and say that this was not a 5-star read, but it was close. It was very close. I actually have already sort of started the 7-Year Slip. I started this on audiobook because the Love Wager was not available, but I was working and I was tired of listening to podcasts and I just wanted to listen to a book. So I looked up the Love Wager. They didn't have it on Spotify. You have to like pay for it, but they had the 7-Year Slip, and I know I've been wanting to read this book and definitely wanted to read this book for this video. So I'm actually going to start on this book, and so far this book is so good. I really, really enjoy it. I know that a lot of people say this book is more like a literary fiction with a subplot of romance, but so far this book is really, really good. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about this girl named Clementine, and she's kind of going through this phase in her life where she's not dating anybody. She's kind of doing the same thing every day. She is a bit depressed because her aunt died 6 months prior, and now she's living in her aunt's apartment. Her aunt would always say, like, the apartment is magic. I guess her aunt was kind of kooky, and she's like, did I tell you this apartment is magic? Sometimes it could go back in time or whatever, right? She was 8 years old when her aunt would say these things to her. So, of course, like being 8 years old, she's kind of like believing her. One day, Clementine falls asleep in her aunt's apartment on the couch, and she wakes up to this man like touching her shoulder, like, hey, wake up. And then Clementine wakes up and she's like, who are you? She starts throwing a pillow at him, and she's so confused, and she's like, who are you? And he's like, I'm sorry, like, your aunt told me I could, like, stay here or whatever. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, she's thinking in her head, my aunt's, like, dead. And then she notices a calendar that's, like, 7 years in the past. So she's like, wait, my aunt was right. How would I get 7 years in the past? And so basically she and this guy, his name is Ewan, I think, Ewan. They start getting along because a day or two goes by and Clementine is still like kind of living 7 years in the past. She and Ewan start to get along and they start to form like a bond, and she actually starts liking him. And it's weird for her because she hasn't been able to really like anybody for the longest time. So now they're growing feelings for each other, but I think right now she wakes up, it's like back in the present, and he's gone, obviously. Like, she doesn't know where he is in the future. This book is really, really cool. I love the aspect of, like, how is this apartment going back in time? What is the story behind that? What is going on? So right now, I'm actually on chapter 16, page 134. And like I said, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I really hope this is going to be the 5-star read, because I do have that feeling a little bit. And if it keeps giving me that feeling, then I will be very ecstatic, because I've heard so many good things about this book. And I also love that he calls her Lemon, and now I know why there's like lemons on the cover. It's just so sweet. It's so good so far, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna kind of sit in here for a little bit. I might go back outside and read it, but anyway, I'm having a really good time reading this book. And yeah, so let's get back to reading.
You were on fire when I met you, born with a longing for the open road. You had a hunger burning in your heart, enough to tear the world apart. We were like outlaws on the West Coast, leaving our footprints in the wet sand. Now our love is more like a remedy, and our world is a forgotten land. 'Cause I can see the fire in your eyes, burning like a hurricane.
What? Wait, that's That's wild. He's everywhere.
This fire burning through the hurricane.
Yeah, that is my question. Does he remember her? Okay, like if they met 7 years in the past, would he still remember her? Or would he not? Or like, I don't know. Like, does that count? That's what I want to know. And I'm worried that like he doesn't remember. And if he doesn't remember, that sucks. It's been a bit since I last updated you guys, and I'm drinking coffee, and it is like 8 p.m. I think. I told you guys I was reading the 7-year slip. I forget how far I was into it, but I am on chapter 38, page like 302, and I have this much left. I wish I was recording because there are things that happen in this book that just like, oh my god. Like, I don't even know how to explain without like spoiling everything, but like, so I don't even explain this. There was one thing in this book that I did not put 2 and 2 together. And when it was like revealed, I was like, wait a minute. There are like 2 things. There are 2 things in this book. Sorry, I just remembered another one. There are 2 things in this book. There's one thing in particular. It has to do with a taxi. If you know, you know. And the fact that he had to... This book might be the 5-star read, okay? But it really depends on how it ends, okay? Like, this book is just, it's so different from anything I've read so far. I just got into reading, so there could be more books like this, but I'm really interested in the 7-year time thing that's going on, and it is very interesting to read something like that. So I'm going to finish the rest of this book right now. I'm really nervous about this. I'm really nervous. I'm worried that it's not going to be like, if this isn't the 5-star read, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Wasn't born to be a fighter. Aiming high.
No. Oh no. Okay. I think I'm on the last chapter. It's called Chase the Moon.
Had to do. No, I needed to fight for you. Ears turn words into silence. Running with no guidance. Lovers without love. One day, feel her go.
I just looked ahead on accident. Oh, I hate doing that. Do you guys ever just look on accident?
Give me something real. Give me something true. Give me something painful. Something I can feel.
Lemon pies.
If this is where it dies, if this is where my heart breaks, I need to make it feel. So give me something real.
2,555 days.
Some days get heavy as a boulder. A wounded soldier, 5 years older. Heads got stuck in the game. Every day it stayed the same. Doesn't matter who's to blame. Things just spin out of control like a shotgun to the soul. And baby, we just got to deal. So give me something real. Give me something.
Honestly, like, I felt a little teary-eyed at the end. Ashley Poston is... I haven't read her other books, but this book was just such a beautiful love story. And everything about it was like, her writing is so like poetic. There were scenes in here that just felt so like lyrical and like so romantic. Like the story of Ewan and Clementine are just so cute. It was just so good. And it's like, I didn't really know what to expect going into this. I knew it was like a time thing, but I had no idea it was gonna be so like beautiful. Like, this is probably the most beautiful story I've ever read so far. I need a minute. This book was easily a 5-star for me. Let's just say I'm not that surprised because I kind of been saving this book because I felt like it would be something that I would really enjoy, and I loved the plot of this book, and it's kind of not only a romance, but it also has just this heartwarming story of Clementine with moving on with grief and just finding herself along the way, and like meeting Ewan and the 7-year time loop thing. It was just such a good story. It was seriously just so beautiful, and like, yeah, there is like, I guess you could say spice, but the way it was written, it kind of reminded me of Divine Rivals in this way. The way it was written was just, it wasn't just lust, it was just so much love, and just so beautiful the way all of it was written. And just, I loved Ewan so much, and I'm never gonna look at lemons the same ever again. I'm never gonna look at lemons the same way. There were lemon pies. If I see a lemon pie, if someone gives me a lemon pie, I'm just gonna start bawling. And they're gonna be like, "You good?" And I'm gonna be like, "No, I'm not okay." But if you have not read this book, please read it. I'm going to save all of their ratings for my February wrap-up, so be on the look for that. Coming soon. I'm gonna go into more detail about the other books in that video, but this was an easy 5-star for me, and if you have not read this book, like, just read it. It's so good, and it's just such a beautiful story, and I loved all her friends and the characters in this book, and then, you know, her aunt and Vera and things like that. It was just such a good book. That is all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Lemon pies! Oh, God.
Give me something real. Ooh, just give me something real.